All right, what's up, y'all? Let's get straight to the point, man. DC is finally starting to get the recognition and the attention that it needs. So, of course, if y'all don't know, rapper Wale, who is from the DMV area, he claims DC, so I'm gonna say he's from DC if that's what he say. Rapper Wale from DC is developing a TV series about Wayne Perry. Yes, it's going to be titled Silk. If y'all don't know, that was his little nickname back in the day from the research and videos that I seen. They called him Silk. Okay, cool. So it's going to be based on Wayne Silk Perry from Southwest Washington, D.C., a notorious D.C. hitman, quote unquote, from the 1980s and 90s. Really from the 90s, though. So the series is, I'm going to tell y'all what's going on with it. So basically, the series aims to explore the culture and the story, or his story, of Washington, D.C., the drug era, the crack era, the 80s and 90s, you know, when it was the crack epidemic and all of that. So I'm definitely into that. I cannot wait to see that, see it develop, see it come to life. And I actually even want to be a part of it myself. Yes, let me be an extra, Wale and whoever else. I want to be an extra in that, or even get a part, but really an extra and do it. Because that's what we need here. We see so many movies and series based on things out of New York, Detroit, and you know, all these other little places, but you barely get any DC movies or series or anything. It barely be based in DC. For instance, Paid in Full. That's what I'm trying to get. For instance, Paid in Full. We all know the movie Paid in Full. Came out 2002, 2003, something like that. Cameron played Alpo. If you pay attention to the movie, it's a scene where Alpo is talking to Rich. Okay, Cameron is talking to Mekhi Phifer. Okay, cool. And he tell him like, "Hey, I've been in DC."
But I've been down in DC. DC is definitely ready for us, man. DC is it. I'm telling you, man. Mitch, look at me. DC
is it, man. I'm telling you, DC is it. And that's all the reference that you got from Paid in Full referencing DC. When if you know the real story or the real history, okay, cool. We know Alpo came down to DC in the late 80s, back and forth. Then he stayed in the 90s. And then like by 92, he was locked up and gone. So, and snitching and all of that. So now we get to put the real DC part, you know, out there. The DC history that you don't get to know about. We hear about all these LA, New York, and all these other kingpins. We had that here too. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't wait. I'm so excited because they're going to get the fashion right, get the slang right. You got to get stuff right. Because if y'all know me, or maybe if the people who seen this probably don't know me, I'm stuck in the 80s and 90s. So have the fashion right. Have the Hugo Boss, the Sergio Tacchini sweatsuits, the polo shit, all of that. And I know about this because my parents was young adults in the 80s and then full-on adults in the 90s and stuff like that. So I got my parents' old little photo books in the clubs with Hugo Boss on, in the clubs with Super Tims on. That's why I have Super Tims, because my father was the first person I seen with Super Tims. What else? My mother. I'm telling you, Rayful Edmond gonna be in the joint. Y'all gotta have somebody play Rayful Edmond. I'm telling y'all need all of that. My mother used to be friends with Rayful and them back in the day. So I know how shit used to go. Y'all gotta get that right. And y'all need the real references. Y'all need the hoods. The only thing that's a blower is in DC, they doing a lot of gentrification. So a lot of the hoods that used to be there are there no more. Like my childhood memories is kind of gone because they done took down some of those hoods, like Swordsman Quarters. My mother's from Swordsman Quarters, my father's from Swordsman Quarters. So of course, you know when you're from a hood, you're gonna take your kids around that hood, and they partially grow up there too. So every time I go past Swordsman Quarters, I'm gonna have to show y'all that joint is not there no more. Like it's only one little strip left that's, I don't even know if it's really considered Swordsman Quarters or Sibley or what, but that's how it is, y'all. Now, let's get a little bit on Wayne Perry. Perry, also known as Silk, was a figure in Washington, D.C.'s criminal underworld during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Like I told y'all, once Alpo got locked up, he was snitching and telling on his crew and all that. So he went down, Wayne Perry went down, and other people. So yeah. Like I say, he is described as a hitman and a real-life figure whose story is being told for the first time in depth through the Silk series. I'm reading some of the stuff that I found online, okay? So what is the Silk series? It's a new crime series being produced by Wale and his management company. The series will be set between 1989 and 1993, a period when DC has was sometimes referred to as the murder capital, okay, of the country. Yes, DC was the murder capital, Death City, you know what I'm saying? The project intends to weave together the narrative of crime, politics, culture, and that defined DC during that era, right? And while this story, Wale expressed a desire to tell a different side of DC history, emphasizing its rich black culture and impact of figures like Wayne Perry. The series seeks to offer a deeper look into the black crime lore of the era, moving beyond a glimpse of culture. And I'm telling you, like I say, DC got a story. We got a lot to tell. We set trends. We started a lot of things. We was Chocolate City, 80% black, all of that. Like, and I'm just so happy that, like I said, we getting the recognition that we need. Like I said, it's in developing stages from what I done read online, but y'all need to get the right people in this joint. Y'all got to get Eon Williams to write on it. Okay, he knows his history and he grew up in it. Y'all got to get people that's really from it. It should not be no real outsiders like putting hands on this. Like, of course outsiders can out of towners, whatever, but I'm talking about certain things needs to be spot on. The cars, the clothes, the hair, man. And the way they could do it, they can make this series so long because there's so much stuff. Even if you just doing Wayne Perry's story first, it could be like a whole universe of these type of joints. Like almost like how 50 Cent got the his little Power Universe junk, that type of thing. Speaking of, 50 Cent had said that I don't know if it's real or not, but I think 50 Cent so-called bought the rights to Paid in Full, and he gonna turn that into some type of series too. And then they showed a picture of Wayne Perry on that too. So it's like, y'all, we just gotta make DC look good, man. Get the right people, get the fashion, get the writers, get the people with the old school cars from back in the day that still got them Jones. I'm like, y'all can make this so good and so great, y'all. Homes, you can do it in the homes. I'm like, you can make it, man. This is gonna be great. I really think it's gonna be a good thing for DC. Shit, Maryland and Virginia. But no, I really don't think it's gonna be a good thing for DC though, because, and I say Maryland and Virginia because if you watched any of the things from the 80s and 90s, from listen to the Alpo interviews, the Sean Branch interviews, Is the Christ interviews, Kurt Bone interviews, a couple of them people I just named I done met in person. Shout out to Kurt Bone. I met him. Might insert picture. But yeah, like all of that, you gotta just get it right, man. You gotta get it right. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna insert some clips that I took when I went around where Wayne Perry lived at around the Southwest. I did get some footage out there, and I'm gonna make that a whole nother video too. But like I said, I'm just like excited and happy that we finally getting the recognition that we need and deserve. And this is gonna turn the DC creators up, cause it's here. We can put out history. I'm about to start putting out history like a mug on Wayne Perry. This man has changed his life. I done seen videos and heard little phone calls of him, how he changed his life, and he don't even really be wanting to talk about certain things because that's not what he's representing right now. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you want to call it. And shout out to Wayne Perry and his sons and his family. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know he did whatever the paperwork says he might have did or pled guilty to. That don't got nothing to do with me. All I know is look on my page. I got interviews with his son. I just so happen to actually know some of Wayne Perry's family. So, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm not going to get into depth. But I'm talking about, like, before I actually knew who this man was, and I was seeing the jail photos and stuff. The jail photos that y'all done seen circulating online, I've seen them in hand with writing on the back, with letters attached. So, I'm going to leave it there. I'm happy. Like I said, y'all got to do this right, man. Y'all got to do DC right. It's no choice. We got to do this joint right. It should be nothing that doesn't make sense, or it should be down to the little details. Down to the details. And then they could bring other stories out. Like Michael Frey Salters. I just so happen to know his grandson. He makes videos, you know what I'm saying? So on YouTube, look him up. But Michael Frey Salters, y'all doing Wayne Perry. Do Fat Rodney, you know what I'm saying? Fat Rodney got a story. And it don't gotta be just criminal based, but I wanted to be DC based, and I'm just going off the top of my head for peak things, you know what I'm saying? Sean Branch, you know what I'm saying? Like different little things. So I'm gonna just leave that here. And I'm just happy that DC is finally starting to get the recognition and everything that we been should have got. You know what I'm saying? We got the most beautiful women. We got fashion like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Black wealth here. Man, 202 Wink. If y'all don't know me, man, go ahead and subscribe. I do fashion, financial literacy, real talks, food reviews, fragrances, that's helping people get jobs. I do everything on this channel. And I'm representing Washington, D.C. I'm gone. Okay, so we got Greenleaf Gardens. Right across from a police station. M Street, Delaware Avenue, Southwest. And I'm gonna just probably switch over to my glasses at some point. Right across from these new condos as well, though. You can see some of these apartments are boarded up. And I'll just walk through here, to be honest.